today.
"22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from MetLife Stadium. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his third season now, it's Joe Burrow.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
They'll run with the third-year man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Burrow looking to pass. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow got his man complete over the middle. It's Woods. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Complete. It's Henry. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just second.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. Leading them out, the second-year man from Alabama, Mac Jones. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They run with a second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Ball again on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just shy of midfield, Jones flushed out right. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Garrett Wilson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, and that'll be caught by St. Brown. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And the Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Throwing, Jones. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've reached half. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And some room to work. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jones eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Sly able to put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out left to Dotson, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up to try again after the sack. Jones under pressure. They got him again. Neville Gallimore in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Flush to his right. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop it off.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. A little juke. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 48 yards. And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Straight ahead is Hall, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
That'll be caught by Anderson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Escaping the pressure right. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Flushed out right. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Burrow on 3rd down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. The Jets with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.